Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a request video. So one of my subscribers had put in a request, and I'm going to read it. This is by Lou, and she requests, "What does Spirit have to say for those who feel somehow as though they have 1 foot in the new energy and yet 1 foot in the old and heavy energy, as they are holding space and love for those around them who are struggling and confused, and who are clinging to that density and the construct that is being dismantled?" So I am going to go in regarding the straddling of two worlds and the challenge that we are facing. I put my Joanie aside. I bring in the highest of Christ, light, consciousness, the enlightened ones, and I see what Spirit has to say regarding what Lou is talking about, what she asked Spirit. Here we go. It's a very confusing time. Not everyone knows that this is an auspicious time, and it feels like a memory to some, as if they've been here before. And there are lifetimes where people have watched collapsed domains and civilizations, so they feel trapped. So for some people, they feel very squished, like they're suffering, suffocating, and they're about to be extinguished. And that these folks need some type of repair work. It's probably karmic. They need to do forgiveness work. Around the time when civilizations were demolished, destroyed, and history was erased, these souls blamed themselves, blamed others, incurring karma, having unforgiveness. So for those that are feeling terrified, feeling very hollow, where they are dismantling. The construct is dismantling, yet they are dismantling. They're falling apart. Spirit is suggesting they do forgiveness work and that they put out the intention. They are forgiving self and other wherever they might have ceased to believe in the divine orderedness of it all. So that's the first thing Spirit is saying, that there are people that are really having a challenging time regarding where we are right now on the timeline in Earth's story. I'm going to go in regarding the space holders. That's also a challenge. So you have the personal, what do I do? How do I tend to this, to my garden, while you are watching others and tending to others? And it's knowing the difference. How are you in this? How are you feeling in this? How secure are you feeling? Are you able to cope? The day-to-day, mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, where are you? And that's very important for you to first do self-assessment. And if a person is holding space for other and tending to their garden and they have not tended to theirs sufficiently, then it's the straddling of two worlds is really, it's sort of impossible. And their Spirit is saying, or they, the collective on high, they're saying it's inappropriate, that actually your heart might want to do it and you might be going through steps to do it, but it's depleting you. So your job is to do work through and manage. And when you feel that you're at a place where you can handle this third dimensional dismantling of the current construct and tend to others' gardens, or tending to the sheep or the pasture, the meadow, where there are others that are frolicking about and unaware, then it seems more balanced. Then we've got something that's more appropriate here for you. I'm going to go in more regarding the struggle being real. So Spirit is talking about the duo. So if you're in a couple situation, if it's a marriage, if it's a live together, a dating, a roommate, a sibling, whatever the case, if you are in a duo of sorts and you find that you cannot cope with what they are going through, then with grace and ease, you might need to pull back. It doesn't mean you withhold love. It doesn't mean that you hate on. It doesn't mean name calling. It doesn't mean forcing anyone to shift and to agree with you or do what you want them to do or to wake up or to cope better. It's if you've been searching for answers and they will not go there, then what are you doing in relation to them? And are you hoping they will change? Are you forcing them to change? Are you interrupting their process? Have you assessed whether they're even interested in listening? And that if you got involved in talking and finding ways to interject to wake them up and they're not interested, back off slowly. Acceptance. This is what this is about. It's about acceptance. And acceptance is a challenge for some. Some people feel it's a fail. It's a win for you. And it is a win for them because they don't feel your pressure. And for some, they don't want to disappoint, yet they aren't able to raise their vibration or strip away layers to see more, to thin their veil, to see what you are seeing and knowing. I'm going to go in regarding more. Well, Spirit is validating and saying it is like that. So it is like that. And that is very common to find that you are in a place that others are not. And that for some people, they wish they weren't here. Some people are so awake, they don't want to continue on. And that is very challenging for many. People need to seek help. I will also say, Joanie will say, this is for entertainment purposes only. So you're a mental health professional, doctor, lawyer, legal, financial, and veterinarian. Going back in. So if there are people that are despairing to the point where they don't want to be there, you're not alone, yet you do need to seek professional help if you would act on this. There are many folks that are extremely challenged and that they are to assist self before other. And if they don't know how to do that, find a professional to guide them in that way so they are better able to manage. I'm going to keep going in regarding the struggle being real, straddling two worlds. We're at this place where it's like a drawing, like it's a figure, like a picture, and it's quite amorphous. And people have ideas. Their divine senses pick up that there's a change. And it's clearer for some than others. Stick with what you are sensing as your intuition is excellent. You've gone very far. And that your heart and soul wants to bring other people with you, yet you are not to, as Spirit says, die trying. Meaning, if it hurts that much to try and get through to someone who doesn't see what you see, to know what you know, you back off. I feel a lot of heart pain, heart chakra pain, the sadness of this. And you witness a lot of people not daring to go forward. For some, it scares you. For others, it angers you. For others, it confuses you as you don't understand why they haven't done what you've done. And Spirit also says it doesn't matter. There's no judgment. There's acceptance and peace and allowing and permitting It is just and fair as there is free will, and everyone has the ability to go further. Choices are made respectively, and no one has to do anything. There are no shoulds. You keep marching to your drummer. You can hold fast to your beliefs, and if you find that your beliefs change, you can shift with grace and ease. You don't have to hold on to something that you thought was true and now it might not be. Be careful with your wishes and your knowings, as they might be faulty. Not everyone has the same ideas. Not everyone is saying the same truths. And Spirit says all is being revealed. There are changes afoot. More and more people will catch on that something's weird. And there's a lot of humor in this as well, so keep laughing. Stay strong. Believe what you believe. And if others are tending to their garden differently than yours and they don't want to pick out weeds, the weeds that you see, it is okay. It is okay. Lou, I hope that this assisted you, and for those of you who watched, I hope it gives you time for a pause and reflection. I hope it assists. I will see you again. Bye, y'all.